So one thing a lot of voice coaches and singers will talk about is making sure that you're using enough breath and using good breath support. But that can be like a little bit confusing because we don't always explain what that means. So that's what I'm here to do for you. Okay, so breath support means that you're using enough air. A lot of people will try to sing from their throat or from their chest, and that just, it hurts, it doesn't sound as good. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you're taking breaths, you fill your whole diaphragm, okay? So your diaphragm is kind of just below your lungs, and that's what you want to make sure that you're using instead of just your lungs, because if you're just using your lungs, then you're using about half as much as you could. So when you want to take a good deep breath to try to hit a high note, a low note, hold a note for a really long time, whatever it may be, make sure that you're using a good breath. So one thing that I have sometimes done to make sure that I'm filling up all of the air that I can is I will kind of put my fists on my ribs. Now I look kind of like a chicken this way, but it works really well because you can really see when I take a good deep breath, you can see my fists kind of separating. So let me try that again so you can see. You can see how my fists are separating because I'm filling my whole lungs. Another one that you can do is you can kind of put your hands on your stomach and one hand on your back and take a deep breath and kind of imagine that you're filling like an inflatable tube because the air fills all the way through your back. There is still space back there. If you're not utilizing that, you're not taking as deep a breath as you can. So you take a deep breath, make sure that you're filling all of your air in the back and in the front, and then you can use that air. So yeah, there's some tips for making sure that you're getting a good breath. When it comes to making sure that you're actually using the air that you have though, mostly make sure that you're engaging your core, because you can have the difference between like a good deep breath, but then all of it comes out really fast and you're not actually using it, and making sure that you're actually using all of the air that you have. So making sure that you're engaging your core, and then making sure that you're doing exercises to kind of help practice engaging your core and using your air. So there's like a lot of really popular exercises. A really popular one that I use a lot is kind of just like hissing. So it's kind of, you take a deep breath and you hold that for as long as you can to practice using your air. When you start to get low, make sure that you're using your abs, make sure that you're engaging your core and all of your muscles in your abdomen. That way you can use all of the air that you've got and practice making sure that you're using it on a regular basis. Another one that I'll do, this one kind of works with warm-ups a little bit more, is I'll go like ha ha ha, and I'll make sure that I can feel my abs bouncing, so it's like a ha ha ha, and you can see that my abs are bouncing there a little bit as I practice using my abs to make sure that I'm getting a good breath. So give those a try and see if they can help you improve your breath support and improve the air that you're using and that you have to use as you try to sing.